Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Mad as a Go. Today we've got the biggest battle this year. Us Australians are so lucky. It's an epic battle between Mr. K. Rudd, Mr. Kevin Rudd himself, the man Kevin 07 as we used to know him, the man who did the apology for the indigenous people of this country, the man who helped us through the recession and we didn't get hit as hard as America and many other countries did. Have a look what happened in America, have a look what happened here. That was because of Rudd, man. Good planning. I gotta give him kudos for that. Yes, he does a lot of spin. He does a shitload of spin. K-Rudd does a lot of spin, but doesn't every politician out there? They all do spin. It's true, you can't hide it, it's there. But, in this election, who's he got to go against? Who's his epic rival? Mr. Tony Abbott. Wow. What an epic battle between great politicians. Now, I've listed just a few of the things K-Rudd has done. Now, what can I list about Tony Abbott? He used to be the health minister. That's about it. I don't really know about much of his policies. He's talking about stopping the boats. He's basically doing the same election that was going on between K-Rudd and Howard back in 07. Because of this guy and his unoriginal ideas, I don't think the Liberals have a chance. I really don't. Maybe they do have good policies. Maybe we're not being fed the right stuff. I don't know. I'm not a political analyst. I'm just a guy with an opinion. As far as I can tell, get past the notoriety of these two people. Forget Tony Abbott's budgie smugglers. Forget Kevin Rudd in the nose picking, forget the Kevin 07, forget the Twitter pics, forget the fucking Instagram, and forget all the goddamn Facebook. Let's get down to facts, alright? K-Rudd, as far as I can tell, has implemented more policies and done a lot more good than Tony Abbott has. I don't know of any goods that Tony Abbott has done. I've known that the Liberals have done a lot of bad stuff to this country. For instance, helping Jeff Kennett close down schools and hospitals and whatnot. The Liberals were behind that. Bringing in GST. The Liberals were behind that. And some people just go all bad with the GST. It's not the fact that the GST is the worst thing ever, because in fact it isn't. But a lot like the carbon tax, which was implemented by the Labour Party. See, the GST is good because now we pay for goods and services, thus goods and service in the way it should work should be better. And they are, I assume. I can't really tell you because the GST was implemented when I was 6 years old and I didn't have enough of an awareness about my surroundings to judge the differences between then and now. But development has got a little bit better thanks to the GST. But with the whole carbon tax from the Labour Party, there are some goods to that. Yes, taxes aren't always bad. They are a little bit inconvenient and they take time to adjust to, and you will know a bad tax if it really hits us. If your packet of smokes goes up to $80 a packet, that's a bad tax, understandable. $20 is quite a bit. That's a worse tax than the goddamn carbon tax, the tax on cigarettes. In America, I heard they only pay like $4 or something like that for a packet of cigarettes. In Australia, we pay like $10 is like a really shitty packet of smokes. To get Marlboro or something, you have to pay like $25, something like that. That's crazy taxes. And the taxes on alcohol are absolutely crazy, but they are necessary because you don't want people to, use these facilities too much, because it's a thing for enjoyment, but it is a harmful thing. But at the same time, driving in a car is a harmful thing, so it's a lot more complex than you think. Some taxes are good. The carbon tax does have positive effects. It does make things a little bit more expensive, but still affordable. We're still living in an affordable society. So as far as their tax is concerned, I can't really say anything against it. Now, with the Liberals and the GST and the stopping the boat people and all that, it all sounds a little bit negative and a little bit 1990s, if you know what I mean. To me, it's like this side hasn't, with their representation of Tony Abbott, haven't really caught up with what's going on at the moment, where the Labour side has, in my opinion. Now, there are other candidates to choose from. You do have the Nationals and the Greens, but a lot of their votes are subsidiary to these two parties. So I'm really just concentrating on the two top motherfuckers. This is the epic battle, people. This is the battle of our generation. This battle will be put down in the history books and forgotten in about 4 years, because most of the public are more interested in what Drake and Lil Wayne are going to release in a month than what's actually going on here. Not really paying attention to it. That's something we should all pay attention to, no matter what your opinion is, no matter what you do on that voting day, no matter what you put down on your card, if you even vote at all. It doesn't matter. It's just, we got to talk about this stuff, and I wanted to put an opinion out there that wasn't all flashy razzmatazz graphics news shit. This is real, people. We had two parties to choose from. Which represents you better? Look at the policies, people. I'm just going off a few policies that I've heard so far, but even I'm going to research who I'm going to vote for. What people may ask, why take it seriously? This is an epic battle, people. This could change everything. It probably won't, but it could. You don't know. If you don't research and you don't know what policies they're trying to get through and the likelihood of those policies trying to get through, because the fact of the matter is, both parties, some of their policies are negative and won't appeal to you, or you may not like their stance on some things. That will be on both sides. But you have to level out what's possible, what could happen, and what the past has told us. What did John Howard's 10 years reigning over this country do? 10 years with the Liberals and just a couple with the Labour Party. Yes, we have seen a few spill-ups, but we saw a lot with the fucking Liberals as well. So it's a balancing act of what you want for your country. And that's, you know, that's what makes this an epic battle. I think it's time that we start really thinking about this. Who do you want running the country? Look at the histories, look at the policies, look at everything, research it, and then go to the fucking voting booth and put something meaningful down. Instead of just being a smart ass and drawing a line through it and putting it in the bin as if it doesn't matter. That's why countries get out of control, because people stop caring and they get lazy and they stop protecting their country, and the next thing you know, you're living in a dictatorship. You want to go down to the store to buy a loaf of bread, you just want to get some, you know, Tip Top or something like that, but the dictator in your country says Tip Top's offensive to him. He hates white bread, he only likes multigrain, so now you're stuck in a society where you can't even get your favourite white bread. All you can get is multigrain. It could be that minor or it could be huge. Maybe you want to say something, maybe you want to speak out about the policies that are going on because you think they're going in the wrong direction, but no, you live in a dictatorship because you and your society stop caring about your politics and let it all just run out of control and stop talking about it, and the next thing you know, you're whinging and crying about policies that are much more important than the ones that are being put on now. But if we don't set the precedent now, later on we'll get fucked. That's some real shit. So no matter what you do on your voting day, just take it seriously, people. Your future's at stake. Don't fuck it up. Make sure you read it, make sure you understand it. As far as my understanding goes, this guy does not, Tony Abbott, have enough experience to be the next Prime Minister, and his party is shown to be undeceitful bastards. This side has done the same, but this guy has a lot more experience than Tony Abbott, and as far as I can tell, has better policies. That's my opinion. What is yours? Share it in the comment section. Don't share it at all, don't even watch the video. It doesn't matter, it's just mad as a goat. I hope you enjoyed it.